Legal expert Mike Davis joins us tonight, along with our friend Sebastian Gorka. Good to see you guys. Mike, I keep waiting for somebody that sits above these judges to point out how ridiculous this is, and it doesn't happen. We know Elise Stefanik filed a complaint about Engoron back in November. Nothing has happened. It's a judge who donates a lot of money to Democrats who unilaterally made a decision to fine Donald Trump, the Republican, for president, $464 million. How the hell is this happening?
Yeah, this is Democrat lawfare. It's election interference. We just had D.C. Judge Reggie Walton go on CNN last night and essentially say that President Trump's trying to commit violence against these judges, which is just insane. If a defendant speaks out against the clear bias of these judges, the court staff, the prosecutors, the witnesses, the process, if he complains about that, that somehow is equated to violence by a federal judge going on CNN. That is a clear violation of the code of conduct for United States judges, Canon 3AC, right. And the Article 3 Project is going to file a complaint against Judge Walton. And
okay, so you're gonna file a complaint. You wonder though, is that just going to fall on deaf ears? And how, again, just the same question, Walton aside, how is all of this just continuing? Like, I'm waiting for somebody to pump the brakes and point out the obvious here, regardless of whether it's Engoron or it's Merchan or whoever it is. Where are the adults? Like who would do this? Is it the Supreme Court in the state of New York? Who would do it?
Yeah, I mean, the Court of Appeals is the Supreme Court of New York, and it's amazing to me that the Supreme Court of New York, the Court of Appeals in New York, is allowing this to happen, because they need to remember that this is so much bigger than Donald Trump, yes, a billionaire, former and likely future president. If they can do this to Donald Trump, just imagine what they can do to the rest of us.
It's unbelievable, right. And there's nothing. And Sebastian, go ahead. But I mean, the fact that there's a lot of people that know this right. is wrong that are keeping their mouth shut in this moment because they hate Trump.
Well, just a couple of things, and I'm very glad that both of us got the Good Friday purple tie memo, Rob. Look, attacking the children, can we just wind the clock back to last week when a Hollywood producer said, now he's 18, we can go after Barron? And I seem to remember a certain cable comedian who used the C word for Ivanka. I didn't see any pearl clutching back then about, oh my gosh, the president's daughter has been insulted with the most foul language possible. Let's cut out the pearl clutches for a second and talk about the buried lead. This isn't just Engoron and Chutkan and all the rest of these lunatics. This is an assault, not just against the justice system, but the balance of power and checks and balances. We have it documented. Nathan Wade having an affair with Fani Willis, multiple visits to the Biden White House, Letitia James, multiple visits to the Biden White House, and we have a former Speaker of the House, the incredibly well-respected Newt Gingrich, whose sources tell him the Biden DOJ ordered Fani Willis to hold that very weird 11 p.m. at night press conference when she actually dropped those charges in the face of President Trump. What is a county prosecutor doing coordinating with the federal government? What's happened to our system of government, Rob? I mean, Mike knows better than anyone else. This is an outrage.
Yeah, and it's certainly true. And Sebastian, one more for you real quick. We've seen Trump firing off on Judge Merchan's daughter, who is this left-wing political activist, and very, very active, by the way. On X, many noticed an account that was initially created by the daughter of Trump's judge, had a picture of Trump behind bars. Now, it's been denied that this is still Trump's judge's daughter's account. And this is what they're saying. They're saying the account attributed to Merchan's daughter no longer belongs to her. It's not linked to her email address, nor is she posted under that screen name since it was deleted, but it's still actively posting. And to me, it just it sounds like another one of these nonsensical excuses that they always make. Like, she could have just changed the email, kept the account because she likes firing off on that account. That to me makes more sense than somebody else who just happens to want to imprison Trump comes along and takes the exact same. I mean, it's something weird like Lauren Merchan 0604. And we're supposed to believe that she just stopped using it and somebody else came in and is now, I mean, it's a picture of Trump behind bars and her dad's the judge in a Trump criminal case.
Rob, these are not the droids you're looking for. Don't look in this direction. Look at this shiny thing over here instead. Family relations, let's talk about the fact. Why aren't we discussing 24/7 who Fannie Willis's dad is? Okay, Black Panther associate who was partners with Angela Davis, one of the most radical left-wing extremists in American modern history. These are the things that, strangely, the mainstream lying legacy media never talks about. So if you want to play that game, Fannie, if you want to play that game, Engoron and Chutkan, let's play that game, because we can bring it too, because we've got the receipts, and we know who hates America and who hates liberty and Lady Justice.
That's exactly right. Mike, I just want to show, the judges, the donations from these Trump judges. Obviously, Merchan, not a lot.
Wow.
Chutkan, a lot. I mean, Arthur Engoron had given a pretty decent amount of money, but they're all of that money goes the same direction. And, I'm a pretty political person. I host a political show on this network. I've never given my personal money to anybody in politics. I mean, you have to be pretty politically inspired to say, here's my money. You can have my money because I believe this so much. And these are the judges that are now, at the helm of cases against one of two people running for president, and the other one is the guy they donated to. What do you do?
Yeah, and remember, and Juan Merchan's daughter is a campaign consultant. Campaign consultants get paid to run campaigns. She's consulted for Kamala Harris in the past. Is she consultant for the Biden campaign? Is she consultant for the DNC? Is she consultant for any of these Biden-related PACs or organizations? Will she get a win bonus? Why is Judge Merchan rushing to try Trump before the election?
That's exactly right. Something else. Mike Davis and Sebastian Gorka, good to see you guys.
Have a blessed Easter. Thank you, Rob.
You too.